today, yep. I'm eating chips and salsa for lunch because okay, I can't get open. Please. Like, what's the point of this video if I can't open this? Oh my god. What do I do? What do I wear? What do I think? Oh, got it. And the reason I'm doing this is because, like, oh, and by the way, yes, these are Aldi chips and salsa because we love budgeting in this house. You may think that's not lunch. And you know what? I used to think that too. But, like, truly, I'm an adult now. Anything can be lunch, you know? I can have chips and salsa whenever I want. To be fair, I also had like a Lara bar. So that's like somewhat nutritious. That's nutritious, okay? And these are gluten-free, okay? Organic. So I can have chips and salsa for lunch. Yeah, I'm gonna work out, so I don't really want something heavy. Because if I get something heavy, I either have to wait like 2 hours before working out, or I'm like gonna vomit like mid-workout. I just can't go 100% if I like have a big meal before. So I'm filming this mukbang because I want to talk and I also want to eat these. So yeah, my makeup might get really messed up. It's okay. It's not that good anyway. So this week has not been eventful. Besides like Charlie XCX releasing Brat. Love it. 10 out of 10. Never done before. Totally unique. Like, I'm like such an introvert. You would think I would not like Charlie XCX's music. I'd be clubbing in my room, okay? I'd be like literally. I'm like just all I gotta say is Queen Charlie. All hail Charlie. Been a Charlie fan since Boom Clap. TBT to Boom Clap. So yeah, that happened. Basically this week just getting like my ducks in a row because in the next couple weeks I'm like going on vacation. San Diego. I'm going to San Diego. I am excited to go to San Diego, but I'm more excited to visit my friend in LA because I'm going to LA, staying the night at their place, and then we're going to Super Nintendo World, Super Nintendo Land, Super Nintendo World. I don't know. I hate Universal, but I'm really excited to go to Super Nintendo World. Like, I've been wanting to go since it came out, and I thought I was only gonna be able to go to the Florida one when it like opened, but we decided to go when I visit. So 10 out of 10. So yeah, I just bought a ton of clothes for that trip. And I have to pack soon, probably. Not really, but I like packing early. I've been literally trying to film and edit so much lately. Like, I've been trying to film every day. And like edit every day and upload every day. And why? Just because I feel like I was getting a little bit lazy. And like, I truly don't do anything else like as a hobby. So I was like, why am I being so lazy with my YouTube channel when like I have the time and energy to put my all into this channel, but I just don't because like depression, but also laziness. So I was like, I'm gearing up. Like, I feel like you get that spark in the beginning and then you slowly lose that like spark to like come up with content and upload every day. But I'm like, you know what? No, we are like getting that back. And now I'm like just as excited to like edit and upload, if not more excited to edit and upload than I was at like the beginning of my channel. So that's wild. I think a lot of it has to do with me actually having the resources now to put effort in my channel. And by resources, I mean like time. I also have money to be able to put into my channel. I don't mean like I'm rich. I mean I have like a job that I can use my money to put to this channel. I have Final Cut Pro now. I have Adobe Photoshop. So there's a lot you can do with that. So it's kind of awesome. So yeah. And I'm just gonna talk about work for a little. And I don't mean, this is not like me trying to be a bitch. If you know me in real life, I'm not a bitch. The only people I might be bitchy to is my family because I'm close with them, okay? I would never, ever do anything mean to someone in real life. Like, of course we all like our apps, you know, are snappy sometimes and stuff, but never, okay? I'm just saying that because I don't want people to think I'm like trying to be a bully. But I think this story is funny. So, at Starbucks, I'm a barista trainer. So I train people. However, just because I'm a barista trainer does not mean I like training people. I am a barista trainer because I like the extra money. That doesn't mean I'm like not putting effort into training, but like I just like I would not be training if they didn't pay me extra, okay? It's a lot of extra work. So I'm training this girl who first issue is I was not told I was training this girl. I was told that somewhere close in the future I'd be training more people. So I knew like in the next couple weeks I'd be training someone. But mid-rush, this girl shows up and I'm like, there's no way I can train you right now, you know? So she went in the back to like do like online training. Whatever, that wasn't really the big issue. That was almost just like a sign of like, uh-oh. So this girl is first off really talkative and I'm not. I'm not. I do talk at work, I do engage in conversation, but I keep in mind I've known these people for a year now. And for a while, did not talk that much, okay? I talk now because I know these people. Like there's some like camaraderie. But when I'm training someone, I'm not very outgoing. I'm more shy, and on top of that, I don't like to talk too much because we are training and like we don't really have time to talk that much, you know what I'm saying? We should be like talking about training things. I'm not saying we can't engage in small talk, but I'm just saying I'm just not I'm a person who's very comfortable with like standing in silence, and this girl was very not. So I was like, oh no. So yeah, we get into small talk. Apparently she went to she's going to LMU, which is right near UCSB, kinda, not really, but kinda. She's 2 years younger than me, so I would be going into my 4th year of college if I was still in school, and she's going into her 2nd. So, close in age, but also, I feel like for sure in college, there is a maturity gap. Not necessarily because of age, but you do mature over like college, okay? Through our conversations, that was apparent, which is fine. I'm not saying I can't talk with her because I'm 3 years older than her, but I'm just putting all of this into your mind that I'm like 3 years older than her. But basically, this girl would not stop talking. Would not stop talking. And it was giving me anxiety because would not stop. This is a girl who, by me just looking at her, does not fear social anxiety. Does not fear anything. Okay. Is singing and dancing out loud. Yeah. And that's not, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I'm trying to train you. It's a little hard to train you when you're singing and dancing, at the oven and like also aren't really like, you're not really being quick about it, you know? Like, we're getting in a ton of food orders and I'm like panicking because we're getting so many orders and I don't understand how you're so chill right now. Anyway, that's not the issue. Well, there weren't really any issues here. It was just me being annoyed. Like, okay, we're supposed to be training. Other red flag, this is so freaking random. But like, is Jonas Brothers obsessed? And that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. Love the Jonas Brothers. But like, was low-key like flexing that she met them and like, they like, I don't know, like flexing about weird stuff that, like, I don't know. Like that they said hello to her, or like tweeted back at her. Like, okay. I don't understand why people like brag about stuff like that. But okay. But then was also like bashing Sophie Turner. And I was like, let's not take Joe's side on that. We're Team Sophie here. And I don't know if you guys are, but I am. So I was like, we're taking like his side over this. Like, I don't know. So like, whatever. Like that was just like all stuff that I was just getting annoyed at because I was definitely like doing more work. This girl's like dancing and singing out loud. So I'm like, I don't know what training we're doing here, but this is not training. Also, she reminds me of my grandfather in the sense that, again, is not comfortable with silence. So always have to be speaking, which is very draining when you're working at Starbucks from like 5 a.m. to 12. Because I'm like, I'm tired. I like, am checked out right now. I cannot constantly be talking. And I just want to make it clear, I was not being like rude to this girl. I'm just tired. Okay. Also, if you're wondering where this story is going, it's going nowhere. Okay. I'm just like ranting about this experience at work. Like this experience with this girl was so bad that by the end of the day I had to call my mom and rant. Because right now I feel detached from it because it happened like a week ago. But in the moment I was like, I cannot work with this girl the whole week because we are like completely incompatible. Completely. I'm like, I'm too like introverted for this. I can't do this. I'm around loud people at work, okay? I'm around loud people. But it was just like, okay. Like during my break, when I'm like silent on my phone, she's like ranting about like her friend's ex-boyfriend to me and like showing me that she was on a Megatron on America's Got Talent and all this, which is like, okay. And it wasn't even a Megatron. It was like in the background of like a taping of America's Got Talent. I didn't know what to say. What did you say to that? Like, oh, cool. But okay. She was just trying to be friendly, right? Yeah, sure. She was trying to be friendly, but was just definitely oversharing a lot. Like, a lot. Immediately. A lot. Telling me that her parents don't know all this stuff about her. Like, they think she's some goody two-shoes when she has, like, Tito's bottles in her room. Edible. She's like, I drink, I do edible, I smoke. She's like, I have plan B in my room. I'm like, okay. We were not even talking about anything. You know what I'm saying? I was just like confused. I was talking about how she was going to some like dispensary after with her card. I was like, okay. I'm not against any of those things. I'm not. I'm just tired and confused how we got on this topic. Also, the thing that rubbed me the wrong way was not just all of this. It was the fact that there was no questions back. Well, I mean no questions back, I mean I was not asked anything about myself. I'm dead serious. Was not asked any. I'm literally dead serious. All of this is being told to me, and I'm just listening. There's no asking questions back, and even when I would say something back, while I'm saying something, it's like she was thinking of what she was gonna say next. So anything I said didn't register. I was like, okay, whatever. It was also just like, I don't know, I was just cringing a little. She was like, not to brag, I know it's my first day, but I would say I'm cooking. And I was like, you know, you are doing good, but like, I just was like, I just didn't know what to say because I was already like exhausted from like the interaction. I gotta stop eating this. Like, I'm telling you, I want to disclaim, I'm not a bully. I've said literally nothing bad about this girl to anyone at my work. This is purely a little rant between you and me, okay, and my parents. Like, I literally have not said a word to anyone at work, so I just want to make that clear. This is just me, a little rant and mukbang. And also, like, I was just really confused because she was talking about how she needed the money at this job, but also was just like, oh yes, was also just like listing all the concerts she's been to, and was literally listing so many concerts that I'm like, you had to have spent like $20,000 or more in concerts from this year alone. Wild. And also, like, she would brag about that, about how she spent $500 on this mobile game. I was like, that's really bad. Like, you should not be spending that much money on mobile games. And she was like, I know. I was like, do you? Because you keep spending it. Again, I am in no place to judge anyone for how they spend their money, but I was just a little shocked. I've never met anyone who's like spent that much money on an online game. If I was rich, I would, but I was like, oh my god. Was also telling me about how her family works in reality TV and like how she got to go to Kim Kardashian's house, and I was like, oh cool. Like cool? I don't know what to say that. Like, it is cool. But that came out of the blue again. I was like, oh, like we weren't even talking about that. I don't know, the interactions were just really weird. Really weird. And am I a bitch for thinking that? Like, I might title this video that. Like, am I the problem? I don't know, but it was just one of those experiences where you were like, I hope I don't see you again, because this interaction is so bad, and it wasn't even like entertaining, it was just exhausting. I don't know. I'm done my chips and salsa, so I'm ending the story there because there was so much things that annoyed me in this week that I worked with this girl that more than 50% of them I don't remember because I like blocked it out. But like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just felt like I don't know. I don't think I'm the problem, but I'm like, do you guys see where I'm coming from? You know? I don't know.